evening. This is News 13 for Friday, May 23rd, 2008. I'm Tom Isaac. Anyone who has hiked the trails east of the city park off Halstead in recent years has known there's a certain air about the area that has nothing to do with ice cream. The wet spring has made infiltration of stormwater into the sewer system common, and spewing manholes have allowed raw sewage to flow into nearby Town Creek. Recently, a private citizen, armed with a video camera, captured what he termed the transformation of the park into a water park and posted the videos on the internet site YouTube. City Engineer Larry Hamilton talked to News 13 this morning about the problem and what's being done to alleviate it.
For the last little bit more than a year, every time that our sewer surcharges, especially up in the JC Park area where it's undersized, we've got to go out, we report it to the state, and go out and rake it out, sanitize it, and seed it and straw it, and then make a report to the state. So we've been doing that for at least a year and a half, and which is leading us now to these sewer plans to correct it, which we are within days of getting that thing out on the street to bid. We've got a few little loose items on easements that are due, but I would expect within a month we'll have these plans bid or put out for advertisement to bid. It's undersized for the growth that we've had in the north end, and after a rain like this month, we've had 4 inches of rain in the first couple of weeks, and the groundwater's up, the groundwater table is up, and what you see with this overflow is mainly rainwater and some floating debris that we clean up each and every time. The public works crew will be happy to see the sewer go in. You don't want to pay to transport stormwater. You'll see it on an average day. We may have 2 or 3 million gallons of flow, but then when it rains, we jump up to maybe 9 million gallons instantaneous flow, and it'll come down sharply. So we've got a program of sewer system evaluation that our consultants are handled, and we've turned that in, and that's about $1 million project or $750,000 project to reduce the infiltration and inflow that comes into this pipe. So that's ongoing, and we've been working on that over the last 10 years, and it's something you never quit doing.
Hamilton was asked about the Environmental Protection Agency and the state of Kentucky and their oversight of the problem.
Well, they're over quite often and tracking our progress on this sewer line project that is really the answer to the problem. And I report to them. It's my #1 job here. And no, we haven't paid any fines, but we have done a whole lot of work in mitigating and cleaning up until we can get this thing finished.
Well, this morning there was still some sewage flowing from one of the manholes and into the creek, not as heavy a flow as earlier. Hamilton later told News 13 that a work crew had discovered a blockage in the line this morning that was making the bad situation worse. The cost of a rebuild of the so-called Town Creek interceptor line will be about $2.5 million. Meeting Wednesday, the Nelson County Grand Jury indicted 16 people